Morning, everybody. So I am at the top of yet another mountain that is so socked in with fog you can't see anything. I was going to climb that tower and see what you could see, but it was supposed to be a beautiful sunny day, and I get up to the top of this mountain and this is what it looks like. So hopefully a little later the fog clears and we can see some of this, because apparently the view from up here is pretty spectacular. So today I am at the top of, and I'm going to attempt to pronounce this, Mount Utsayantha, I'm gonna guess. I don't know. You can correct me in the comments. This is a mountain in upstate New York, but like with a lot of these, there's a fire tower. There's also a bunch of cell towers up here. But like I said, right now I don't have much of a view. Now I'm going to attempt to do a Summits on the Air activation today. It is about 60 degrees and windy up here and very, very foggy. And it was supposed to be like 80 degrees and sunny. Well, that's not the case. Now, granted, I'm at the top of a mountain. I'd love to see what that looks like when there's not fog. So like I said, we'll see what happens if that burns off a little later. We'll see what the view looks like from up here. But yeah, for right now, there's not much to see. So if the fog burns off later, I'll climb up the fire tower. We'll see what we can see from up there. We'll take a look at the lookout here. There's a couple other spots where you can see, but I'm going to throw a jacket or a sweatshirt on because it is really not warm up here. And I think we'll probably set up on this picnic table right here near my truck. I might walk around and see what else there is up here if there's a better spot. But I'm not sure there's going to be. There are a number of picnic tables around here. There's some that go down along this way, so I may walk down in there and just see what's what, but I'll probably set up right here next to my truck. So let me get things all taken care of here, all set up here, and I'll be back in just a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to stick around here for a while today, and if the fog burns off, I'll get some footage of what this looks like without the fog, and I'll splice that in here. So we'll be back in just a minute. Figured I'd fire this back up because the fog's starting to burn off, and you can see what the view up here is like. I don't think I'm going to climb that fire tower. You can't get into the top, and it's really rickety. I mean, you're allowed to climb it, but I don't think I'm going to. It's a little weird. Like I said, this one's in a lot worse shape than the other ones I've been to, and this whole bottom stair section, when you get on it, is a little rickety. So since you can't get in the top, I'm not so sure it's worth climbing up, but we'll see. Okay, so I decided not to be a chicken, and I'm scared to death because this thing is rickety, but oh my God, look at this view. So there's where I activated from down there. Look at this. I am scared to death, but this is spectacular. Other than the cell towers, which kind of ruin the view. This is insane. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we've got everything set up now. I'm running the KX2 today, the CW Morse billet aluminum paddles. I'm running the Gable. I might later, if this doesn't work well, throw an end fed up in one of these trees. This was just easier to set up for right now. So get you in frame here. Made myself some coffee. We're ready to go. So let's I've been listening here for a minute. I'm on 7048. Getting soaked here. This table is absolutely soaked. This whole area up here, like I said, today was not supposed to be rainy. Well, it's not rainy, but everything is soaked, and the table is soaked. I wiped it off, but I'm still getting sopping wet. So fortunately everything I'm wearing pretty much dries fast except for the sweatshirt. So like I said, I've been listening for a minute. We'll call QRL and make sure the frequency is open. Let me turn that side tone up just a little bit for you guys. I'm going to tune that up again. Yeah, we're good. Now that vertical is resonant, but I like I said, it can be kind of finicky to get real low SWR on it. I was at like 1.5, which is totally usable. But if I hit the tuner, it gets me down to a 1-to-1. So, all right, I think we are clear. Now, I did schedule this on SOTA. I do have cell service for a change, so which is nice. So let me just go ahead and we'll go to the SOTA Watch website. We'll make sure I actually get spotted. So if I go into the alerts here, I should see my activation right there. All right, I'm not signed in. That's why I'm not seeing myself. Let me sign myself in. Log in. There we go. Now I'm logged in. So now if I go to alerts, I should be green now. Yep. So there's our activation. I don't know if you can see that, if there's a glare or not. But yeah, I'm scheduled. I'm going to start on 40 meters, and we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. So it is currently 8:34, so that'd be 12. All right, let's call CQ and see what happens. Man, it is cold and windy up here today. Hoping it gets nicer. Okay, I just got spotted. It is pretty early. It's only 8:35. It's Saturday morning. I don't know how many people are going to be awake right now. Europeans would be, but I'm on 40 right now. I may switch to 20 in a little while. See if we can get some DX. But we'll start on 40 here. See what happens. Oh, Aaron's on 20. Let's message him. Ooh, the sun's starting to peek through. Like I said, it's very early still, so. Man, that sun is starting to burn through the clouds. Like I said, it may be a slow start to the day, just considering what time of day it is. And it's SOTA, which doesn't have as many chasers as POTA does, so at least from what I've seen. Let's see what the RBN says. So I'm not getting out amazingly well. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm getting down to like Baltimore and out towards Boston, down towards Harrisburg. Not amazing, but we'll see what happens. All right, now I'm getting out to Chicago. Like I said, it could be a slow morning. We'll see. A KZZ there. Where'd he go? Huh? I had somebody in there. I don't know where he went. There was definitely, I heard a K something ZZ. I missed the number. I think there's one more letter in there. Interestingly, I have a S0 noise floor up here, even though I'm surrounded by cell towers and stuff. NZB. I don't know if that was the same station or not. Interesting. Huh. Sometimes it's like this. And like I said, with SOTA, I don't think there's as many chasers as there are hunters on POTA. I'd probably have a pile up right now on POTA, but this is not a park entity. It's a little early to run 20. I mean, it's only 8:41 a.m. I could try 30. Normally 40's hopping though, this time of day. Let's see if that's a legit call, if I copied that right. What did I say? That was KC1NZB, I think is what I heard. Yeah, that's a call, and it's in Maine, so I think that's what I heard. That would make sense on 40. I suspect that's probably the same station I heard the first time. Looks like it's going to be a slow one today. But I mean, I'm getting out. The RBN's hearing me, so I suspect there just aren't a lot of hunters out or chasers out at the moment. Well, guess it's gonna be one of those mornings. Wish the sun would come back through the clouds. Well, you know what I could do? I could hunt parks. Who's on 40 right now? What is going on here? I keep getting calls, and as soon as I try to pull them out, they go away. What is going on here? All right, let's do this. Let's turn the power up a little bit. I wonder if they're not hearing me real well. I don't like to run 10 watts, but all right. We've got some people on 40 on POTA. Maybe we'll try to hunt some of them. I'll call CQ a few more times, and we'll try hunting some parks. It doesn't, contact's a contact. It doesn't matter whether it's a SOTA chaser or not. K9 FD. Three, 339. Illinois, 46. Well, we got one. We only need 4 for a valid SOTA activation. So call CQ a little more and see what happens. Like I said, worst comes to worst, I can hunt some parks. Because a contact's a contact. It really doesn't make any difference. Looks like most of my signal's going into New England. I mean, I could move over next to the fire tower and throw an end fed up and use the fire tower to put the end fed up, and I could get it way, way up in the air. I can get it like 75 feet in the air. We'll see. But I mean, I'm on top of a mountain, so my signal should be getting out regardless. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the power back down. I don't want to deplete this battery too quickly. I do have other radios with me, and I have other batteries with me, but I'm hearing some digital QRM. I don't know if you can hear that or not. There's definitely digital in there. All right, so I'm going to QSY. That might be part of the problem, is I can't be heard because I'm being stepped on by a digital signal. So let's do this. Let's, first things first, let's see if we can find some parks to hunt. We'll do this a little backwards. So we're going to go to 7061. So we'll wait for this hunter to work this park. W1 D FC. He can't hear him. All right, let's try to work him. He can't hear me, I don't think. He's pretty weak. He's maybe a 4-1. Oh, I see what's going on. My SWR was high. Where'd you go? There he is. You heard that. I turned the preamp on because he was pretty low. I don't think he can hear me. Man, the wind is kicking up. We got an inversion going on. I don't think he can hear me. Let's try WC1N. He can usually hear me. So he's on 43. And we got some crazy QRM going on here. Man, that's ugly. I don't know what's causing that. There we go. There we go. All right, so that's 2. That took a lot of work. So let's see if we can get another one here. Ooh. See, now I'm getting a lot of noise. And he's not there. Somebody else is on frequency there. I can normally hear most of these stations. I'm surprised I can't. Huh. Well, it looks like I've lost most of the stations that I could work. I got one. All right, so I guess... Whoa. Okay, so we've still got KB9 RPG here. It looks like the sun's trying to burn through this fog. If it does, it's going to be spectacular up here. There's a little bit of blue above me, and this fog is blowing through real fast. Once this QSO ends, we'll attempt to work this station. Like I said, sometimes mornings are like this. Sometimes it's crazy busy, sometimes it's dead, and it's a Saturday morning, so you would think that it'd be a little busier than this, but there's not a lot of parks on. You there? Okay, this is a weird morning. There are not a lot of stations on. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And, I mean, I'm getting out. I'm all over the East Coast and the Midwest. Very strange morning. All right, so we'll go to 62. We'll call CQ again. I'm going to leave the power at 10 watts for right now. Let me change my spot on SOTA watch. No, you know what? I'm going to go back to 48. If there's nothing on there anymore. There's somebody here. I've got a lot of QRM down there. We're going to move back to 62. This should change my spot. Okay, I just got spotted by the RBN. Let's see if it changes my spot here. Okay, I got spotted. Did it change my spot on here? It did. Okay. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I apologize. This is so slow today. We've only got 2 in the log. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes you struggle for contact. Sometimes you get pileups. I mean, I only need 4 for a valid activation. I've only got 2 in the log. That one station, I don't know what the deal was with that. He came back twice, and then I lost him both times. He just didn't come back again. It is nice to have cell service for a change, though, so I can see my spots. But I mean, there are worse things than sitting on top of a mountain on a beautiful morning. Even if it is foggy, it's nice. Like I said, the fog is starting to burn off, and I have the feeling we're going to get a spectacular view once the fog burns off. It's also going to get busy up here once the fog burns off, because this is a drive-up summit, which is kind of cheating, but it is what it is. And I have the feeling that when we get the sun out on a Saturday, what was that? Gotcha. Wow. $229. Yep. He's coming in nice. He's actually like a 5.7 now. .329. Lots of weak signals. WB6. POT. Got him. Yep. Wait for this. That's a Z. Gotcha. He's booming in. Yep. Yep. Lots of 339s this morning. New Hampshire? Yep. A. C. Pretty sure I got that one right. Anybody? So that WB6, that's normally California. Now, I don't know how on 40 meters, I guess. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I guess it's possible. Oh, wow. Wait until you see this, the fog starting to clear, and the view up here is insane. Well, we'll call CQ a few more times. This has been a slow activation, but it's a valid activation now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we got 6 calls in there now. So we'll call CQ a few more times and see what happens. Missed the first letter. A. My keying's not great today. Man, he is booming it. He is booming in. All right, so we'll call CQ a couple more times. If we don't get any more, we don't get any more. That's okay. We got a valid activation. It was a little slow this morning, but I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Like I said, I've noticed with SOTA, that tends to be the case. If I was doing a park activation right now, I'd probably have a pile up. Somebody's tuning up on frequency. That's annoying. Or dropping a carrier, one or the other. Nope, they're tuning up. Okay, that's enough. I had an AE something CW in there. Yep. 2. VE2 JCW. I think that's right. Let's see if I got that right. Two, 229. Yep. 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 Aaron just texted me and said he didn't have cell service in the park, so he just saw my message saying I'd work him. All right, we'll call CQ a couple more times. So that took a really long time. That took like, our first legit call was at 12:46 Zulu, so that'd be, what, 8:46 a.m. It's now 9:13, and we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've only got 8 calls. But like I said, sometimes it's like this. So probably what I'll do is I'll call CQ 1 or 2 more times. If I don't get anything else, we'll wrap this one up. I'll walk you over and you can kind of see over off the lookout here. And then when the fog clears better, maybe I'll go up on top of that fire tower. It's a little rickety, and I'm scared of heights, so that's a double whammy. But we'll see what happens. The bottom is a little sketchy. I went to go up it this morning and it was all shaky. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. All right, one more time. And if I don't get anything, we'll call QRT. I'll probably hop back on the air a little bit later. I'll probably get on 20 a little later. I probably won't put that one on film though, because you guys are bored enough already. All right, we'll call QRT. Okay, so we'll leave that on and listen for a minute. So like I said, that was not an amazing activation. That first call, I had it right, but he never came back to me. So like I said, we only got like 8 in the log. You know, I mean, sometimes days are like this. They're not super quick. But the cool thing about SOTA is you only need 4 for a valid activation, right? So, I mean, I hunted a park. That counts. The rest of them chased me. So let's, you can just see over this ledge here. So let's walk over there so you guys can kind of see what the view is going to look like later. It's starting to close back up again. Hopefully it doesn't Hopefully it doesn't fog back over here before I get over there. It was really clear a minute ago. And the fog's starting to roll back in. You can see that we're starting to get blue sky, and now you can see the fire tower a lot better. We'll walk past the old observatory here. Oh yeah, we're starting to get a view. It's still pretty socked in, but this will give you an idea what this is going to look like. So this is a little nicer than fog. And you can actually see the wind blowing the fog up towards me. Like I said, we're in an inversion here, but I mean, look at, you can't even see the horizon out there because it's so far out. But if we look over here, all right, you can see for miles and miles and miles. So at any rate, like I said, this was not the most exciting activation ever. But like I said, they're like that sometimes, and it's not a bad spot. I mean, I might just sit up here for a while. Like I said, I might hop on 20 meters a little later and see what we can find. But yeah, I mean, how do you argue with that view, right? And when this all clears, it's going to be like that as far as the eye can see, as far as the horizon, just mountains and beautifulness. So at any rate, I really appreciate everybody watching this morning. Like I said, I know this one wasn't super exciting, but like I said, they're like this sometimes. So like if I get brave enough and the fog clears enough, I'll climb that tower in a little bit, and I'll capture that on film so you can see what that looks like if I actually am brave enough to do it. This one's not amazing because they've got all these cell towers around it too. But I mean, you know, you can't have everything. So we'll wrap it up for this one. Like I said, I really appreciate everybody watching. I apologize if this one was a little boring. I've got a couple more videos in the pipeline. Some of them will be activation videos, some of them will be gear videos. Most of them are ham radio related, but not all of them. So at any rate, signal reports weren't amazing today, but it is what it is. I might put the NFED up in a little while and see what we do on 20. But at any rate, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one. 7-3.